The kitchen was a symphony of clanking and splashing. Mama was tackling a mountain of breakfast dishes, suds up to her elbows, when Veer, her 2-year-old shadow, appeared. He was armed with a bright red plastic cup and a fierce determination to help. Right behind him, tail wagging a happy beat, was Barnaby, the golden retriever, ever ready for an adventure, especially if it involved food or fun. "Mama, me wash," Veer declared, holding up his cup. He tried to reach the sink, stretching on tiptoes, his little face scrunched in concentration. Mama chuckled. "Not quite, little helper. These are a bit too soapy for you." But seeing his eagerness, she filled his red cup with a little bit of clear water and gave him a sponge. "You can clean your cup, though," Veer beamed. He dunked the sponge into the water in his cup and vigorously scrubbed, sloshing water over the counter. Barnaby, ever the opportunist, watched the drips with keen interest. A particularly large splash landed on his nose, and he gave a surprised shake of his head, sending more droplets flying. "Barnaby!" Mama laughed, wiping down the counter. Undeterred, Veer finished cleaning his cup, and then, with the swiftness only a 2-year-old possesses, grabbed a clean, dry dish towel that was draped over a chair. He looked at Mama, then at Barnaby, a mischievous spark in his eyes. "Barnaby, help," he commanded, trying to drape the dish towel over the dog's head. Barnaby, always a good sport, lowered his head slightly, allowing the towel to rest there for a moment before it slid off. Veer giggled, retrieving the towel. Mama, meanwhile, was carefully placing washed plates into the drying rack. Veer, seeing this, decided to assist. He picked up the dish towel again, now a bit damp, and approached a plate. With all the seriousness of a seasoned chef, he dabbed at the plate, leaving more towel fibers than dryness. Barnaby, observing this process, decided to contribute in his own unique way. He nudged Veer's hand with his wet nose, startling the boy and causing him to drop the dish towel. The towel landed right on a freshly washed fork in the drying rack, knocking it to the floor with a clatter. Before Mama could even react, Barnaby, ever so helpful, promptly licked the fallen fork clean. "Barnaby!" Mama exclaimed, a mix of shock and amusement on her face. Veer, however, thought this was the funniest thing he'd ever seen. He pointed at Barnaby and burst into delighted laughter. Barnaby, seeing the positive reaction, wagged his tail enthusiastically, clearly believing he had done a splendid job. Mama picked up the licked fork, gave it a quick re-rinse, and placed it back in the rack. She looked at Veer, who was now trying to give Barnaby